the Beta 300 RR Race Edition, and I'm just doing some braking time on the bike, just taking it easy, getting a feeling for the bike. Some of the extras I put on this bike is the power valve tuner, where I can just reach down and adjust the power valve. I just got finished riding it with it in the stock position, and I turned it in a half turn, which takes away more of the hit and gives the bike a little more low end grunt, and you know, it feels just like a 4-stroke. It's very controllable, very linear. I feel very connected to the rear wheel with my throttle now. It still has all the power I need to get the front wheel off the ground when I need to. But yeah, this bike, it doesn't even have an hour on it yet. So I'm just trying to get some miles on it, some easier riding. I've already done, I know the suspension's not broke in, but I've already, I did my sag on the rear shock, and the front end was really stiff. I put some air bleeders on the front forks where I can bleed the air out, and I've taken the compression all the way out on these forks, and they feel much better. I tightened up the rebound 6 clicks from stock, and that seemed to calm the front end down. The front end was deflecting a lot off the stuff, and now it feels really good. It feels much more planted. I'm still running the stock front sprocket and rear sprocket on it. I might go down a tooth on the front sprocket. I'll just see how it does when I go into the tight woods riding. Right now I'm just staying on this open stuff, testing the bike out, making sure nothing goes wrong with it. I don't want to be stuck back in the woods. And trying to go through some rough stuff to get the suspension broke in. There's a wide low seat concept seat on this bike, and it is a lot more comfortable than the stock one. And some of the things I've done with this bike is I put the Shinko Fatty front tire on it and the rear cheater. The bike came with the Michelin Enduro tires, which seem like a good soft tire, but these tires have been performing so good for me. And I put the extreme duty tubes in as well, just to keep them getting pinch flats. I'm riding in the rain mode right now. I just don't want any hit right now riding the bike. I want it very smooth and linear, and that's probably how I want it back in the woods. I noticed that the front forks were really super harsh, and then I went to bleed the air out, and I noticed there was quite a bit of air, and it was a real hot day when I was checking it. So there was a lot of air pressure built up in there, so I put the fork bleeder valves on there like I mentioned earlier, and I'm keeping the air bled off of them. I've actually sat on the bike and bled the air off of it, made it even softer and more compliant, and it's starting to feel better. Just got to get some time on it is all. These tires I have on it are like having another set of suspension. They really make it smooth, and with the extreme duty tubes in it, right now I'm running about 11 in the front, about 10 in the rear. When I get off and start riding in the woods, I'm probably going to be running about 10 in the front and 9 to 8 in the rear. So I found that works out really good for going over logs and stuff. It just makes it very smooth. This bike is very stable. It feels about as close to a 4-stroke on a 2-stroke that I've ever felt. But right now I've got 0.9 hours on the bike, so I'm just trying to vary the speed, vary the load on the engine, you know, hit plenty of stuff with the suspension to try to break it in. I'm not riding the bike at a constant speed. You know, I'm on and off the throttle, putting loads on the engine and then taking loads off the engine as far as, you know, with the throttle. I'm not keeping the throttle constant. And I'm not really vaping the bike either, but I'm not using all the power. But, you know, this being a 300, you're never going to really use all the power anyhow. But putting that power valve adjuster on there, you know, it just gives me infinite adjustments between that and the map switch, you know, the rain and the sunny mode, to where I can, you know, really do a lot of adjustments on this bike while I'm out on the trail. You know, I don't have to stop and get out a phone and do adjustments like on some of the other models that are coming out now, the other brands. You know, I just reach down and turn the power valve adjuster whichever way I want. You know, turning it in, it takes the hit away from the bike and makes it look much more linear and controllable. And when you take it out, you know, it makes it more, you know, raspy and motocross. But anyway, folks, this is just my break-in, and I'll do some more coverage when I get off into the woods and start doing some tight woods riding that this bike's made for. And you know, keep everybody up to date on how this bike's doing, how it's working out for me. So I'll be talking to everybody soon.